Hi Aries, welcome to Elle's House of Tarot. I hope everyone's having a lovely week so far. I'm looking forward to the weekend, I'm sure. This week we are doing love messages. So these are just messages from Spirit that are around, centered around love, whatever it is that Spirit wants you to know in regard to love and relationships. All right, so let's get started. This is a general reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So if your sun sign doesn't resonate, you can check out the other placements in your chart. I upload the other elements throughout the week. Being a general reading, make sure you're only taking the messages that resonate for you and leave the rest. If you would like to take a more personal look at your own situation, you can book a personal reading with me by sending an email to ellshouseoftarot@gmail.com. The weekly Zodiac schedule and my email are in the description box for you. All right, so let's get some general energy around Aries and love. What is the general energy around Aries and love? If you guys have been watching my videos and you like my readings and my style, but you haven't yet subscribed, could you please hit that subscription button? Because once I get to 1,000 subscribers, I would like to do some live readings for you guys. And that's something I've been really wanting to do. Okay. So we have breathe through the tension. Ooh, trust the universe. And reflect on your priorities. All right. Well, Aries seem to be in some sort of stressful situation around love and relationships here. All right. There's two messages. Since it's a general reading, sometimes multiple messages come in. Again, just take what fits for you and resonates with you and leave the rest. For those of you, I feel like you've been single for a long time and you're getting frustrated with the fact that you've been single for a long time. And I can relate to that. You are feeling kind of at a loss, like, what am I doing wrong? Why can't I meet somebody? And it's kind of stressing you out. So we want to breathe through that. We don't want to sit in that stressed out energy. And you have to trust that the universe is bringing somebody to you. Somebody is going to show up for you. But there's a reason why you haven't met them yet. You might not know why that is just yet, or maybe there's some healing you still need to do or some lessons that still need to be learned. But for some reason, there is a reason why the person hasn't shown up yet. And then we're going to reflect on our priorities. This is to make sure that you don't settle with somebody that's not good for you just for the mere fact that you don't want to be single anymore. Okay, so make sure that when you're dating and getting to know somebody new, that they match your priorities. There's not any deal breakers that you're going to compromise on. That you guys want the same lifestyle. You guys want them. You have similar morals, beliefs, things like that. Make sure you're keeping all those things in the front of your mind when you're getting to know somebody, and don't settle just because you're exhausted with being single. Okay. The other message here is for those of you that are in a relationship and you're going through a very difficult time. Okay. It feels like for most of you, you will be able to work it out. You'll be able to get past this, what feels like a pretty good bump in the road here. But we're going to try not to get stressed out. We're going to breathe through the tension and trust the universe that this is a lesson that you guys are experiencing. This is something that you need to go through in your relationship to make it stronger. We're going to reflect on our priorities. What are the priorities in our relationship that we need to be taking care of? What things should we let go, that we should not be arguing over? Are there little things that we shouldn't be bothering about right now? And we need to focus on the priorities. Okay, I feel like some of you are getting distracted by small things that are getting in the way of the big things, and we want to focus on the big things. Okay, so those are kind of the two main messages that are coming through. The single situation is kind of a stronger message that's coming through. All right, so what else does Aries need to know in regard to this message today? So we have the Fool. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Mother of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. Okay. So the Fool, this goes for both scenarios. You're going to be embarking on a new journey. That's why I feel for those of you that are single, somebody is going to come in, somebody that you're going to want to take a risk and be vulnerable with, and you're going to start a whole like new cycle here, because the Fool is a 0. It's the beginning. For a lot of you, I think you're going to find this person to be a bit surprising. You might not have expected to be attracted or so connected to somebody like this. I think they're a little bit different. And that's why it feels like almost like a risk. Not a risk in a bad way, but like you're trusting the universe. So, okay, I feel a connection with this person. They're kind of different than what I thought I would be with, that I'm going to trust here. And I'm going to relax myself and allow this to unfold and see where it goes. But remember, we're going to reflect on our priorities and make sure we're not getting into a relationship with somebody that is not for us. We're not settling here. Five of Swords in the reverse is saying, don't fight the universe. Just surrender to this phase that you're in. Try to trust that whatever is coming to you is coming, but it's coming at the right time. There's a reason why you haven't met the person yet. And then we have the Mother of Cups, this Queen of Cups. Reflect on your priorities. Love, nurturing, deep emotional connection. I hear family, so some of you may want a family, or maybe you already have a family and you need somebody that's family oriented, but it's just not getting too in your head. Trusting your intuition and your emotions and allowing love to kind of carry the way here. Okay. For the people, those of you that are in a relationship and things are a little bit rocky right now, things are going to reset. I think you're going to work through it. I think you guys kind of need to start over here. And we're going to surrender. This is conflict resolution. That's why I was saying that it feels like most of you are going to work it out. Most of you are going to resolve the conflicts that are coming up. And you're going to remember to approach this in a loving way and not in a heated way. Okay? Because whatever your priorities are taking care of each other in the relationship. The priorities are the love that you have for each other. Okay, why is the Fool here? See? 10 of Cups. Ultimate emotional happiness is down this road, this new journey you're going on. And that's why you're kind of, it's not really a risk. It's putting your faith in it. You have faith that this is the road you're going to go down because you feel this connection here for either scenario. So there is happiness and an ultimate emotional fulfillment along this path here. Why is the Five of Swords in the reverse? All right, so we have the Four of Pentacles. It came out sideways. Okay. So right now you guys are holding on. You're holding on to tension. You're holding on to stress. You're holding on to this current phase that you're in, either scenario. We got to let it go. Okay, it came out sideways. So sideways is letting it go. You're in the process of letting it go, trying to breathe it out. Breathe through the tension. That's letting it go, letting things out, because you're going to trust the universe. You're going to resolve these conflicts that you guys are in. And for those of you that are single, you're surrendering. You're not going to try to control when you meet your person. And why is the Mother of Cups here? Oh. Oh. See? Again, we have Five of Cups in the reverse with the Sun. Most positive card in the deck. This is healing and leaving behind emotions, pain, sadness, guilt, and regret. Because we're approaching the situation, whichever side you're on, with love. We're being loving and nurturing to each other here and to ourselves, okay? Because we're reflecting on our priorities. You're not going to get yourself into a relationship with somebody that isn't good for you just because you're tired of being single. So we're not going to settle here, okay? And then for those of you that are healing a connection, we're going to do it from a place of love and not of anger. All right, so what is next here for Aries? What is next here for Aries in regards to this reading? So the Son of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Seven of Cups. So the Son of Swords is the Knight of Swords. We're going to start communicating here clearly, openly, honestly. For those of you that are about to meet somebody new that the universe is going to bring to you, I feel like they're going to be a very honest person, and you guys are going to have a fairly easy time being very straightforward and honest with each other. And that's what you want to build the relationship on, right? Honesty, openness, good, solid communication. The Ace of Pentacles being in the reverse here, I feel like is like this new beginning, this fresh start is not going to come in until you put your trust in the universe, surrender, and start working on these conflicts that need to be resolved and letting go. That's there. The beginning is there. It's like, right, you're standing at the door, but you have to trust yourself to step through it. You have to let go of whatever it is you're holding on to for this new beginning to come in. We have the Seven of Cups here. I feel like this is a good tie-in to the reflect on your priorities, because this is sorting out your options or weighing your options, figuring out what it is you need to work on. But it's also a cups, emotions, love. This card can also be about daydreaming. So again, with going back to the love and then the sun here, like just really focusing on positive emotions, positive energies, and taking care of the things that are the most important. Whichever scenario is for you here. Why is the Son of Swords here? Look. We have the King of Pentacles. There's no need to have this tension, to be in a stressed out state, because look how positive these cards here. The King of Pentacles is a husband. He's a father. He's very grounded. He's very generous. He's a very solid individual. So either somebody is going to come in and they're going to be in this King of Pentacles energy, or if you're in a relationship, you're going to start working on it. And this clear, honest communication is going to lead to stability and grounding. Why is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse? See? Three of Cups. Happiness, friendship, celebration, coming together. The happiness is on the other side of this door, on this Eight of Pentacles. The door you have to walk through, but in order to walk through it, you have to trust the universe and surrender here and start working on the problems that are in front of you. The priorities, not the little things. For those of you, actually it work for either way. But learning to let these little things go and focus on the priorities so that you can start problem solving. Okay, because sometimes if we're having an issue with our person, this could be any type of relationship, not necessarily romantic, but if there's like a big thing that's bothering you and you guys are having a hard time talking about it or working it out, sometimes we start noticing a lot more little things. And I think that's kind of what's happening here, is that you're picking at the little things when you should be focusing on the big things. And why is the Seven of Cups here? Oh my goodness, Seven of Cups again. Yeah. So that's a very strong message to have the card come out twice like that. I feel like, so sometimes it's not good to be in daydreamy energy, because when we get into that lovey-dovey, like ooey gooey kind of state, we sometimes forget the practical things that need to be worked on, and we sometimes can ignore problems because we've got our big puppy dog eyes on our person. But I think for some of you, you've been so caught up in the tension and the little things that are bothering you, you're forgetting about this, the daydreamy kind of beginning, new love energy as they call it. So there might be a need, like a need to re-energize that, to kind of bring that back into the relationship. But again, it's very important to focus on the priorities. What are the things that actually need to be addressed here? Okay, just forget the fact that your person, I don't know, leaves their socks next to the laundry basket or something. and focus on like whatever big issue that's coming up here. It feels like there's a big issue that you guys are afraid that if you talk about it, it's going to end the relationship. That's what it feels like. So you're kind of dancing around it. You both know it's a problem. You both know it needs to be discussed, but you're afraid if you have this conversation, the whole relationship is going to fall apart and it's going to end. But I don't think for the most of you that that's what's going to happen. I think once you talk it out, because we have all these positive cards. We have the Fool with the 10 of Cups, like a brand new beginning that leads to emotional happiness. Honest communication that leads to grounding and stability. A new beginning here, if you're willing to take it, that is celebratory and happy. We have loving energy, the Sun. So if for the vast majority of you, if you guys are willing to have this conversation, this issue is going to get resolved and then you guys can kind of move on with things. And the relationship is going to grow and become stronger rather than just kind of ignoring this big problem. Okay? And then for those of you that are single and you're tired of being single, as you're meeting new people, make sure you're weighing all your options. You're like, okay, I really like this person, but there were a couple deal breakers. So don't settle for that. Make sure you're keeping your priorities straight and you don't get caught up in the lovey-dovey energy. Because if you do and you go, well, it's really important for me to live in a house and he wants or she wants to live in the city, but I really like him or her, so maybe I can be okay with living in the city. Like, you don't want to compromise the lifestyle and the things that you want and your morals just because you have good energy with somebody and you're tired of being single. So we're going to make sure we're weighing our options very carefully. Okay? So it's kind of interesting that there's two very strong scenarios coming through. All right, so let's get you a final word of advice here with the other moon deck. Can we get Aries a final word of advice here for their reading, please? Yeah. It's time to release negative energy. Or negativity. It's very similar to this card. Breathe through the tension. Letting go. Whatever side of this you're on, whichever scenario is resonating with you, you're holding on to so much tension that it's prohibiting the progress. It's prohibiting your person from coming in. It's prohibiting these problems from being solved. So breathe it all out, okay? All right, Aries, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. If you guys found it helpful, if it resonated, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.